What's going on? This is Shopify Tutorials, and first and foremost, I want to thank you for taking the time out to watch this video, and I think you're definitely going to enjoy this one. This is actually a live video that I'm actually doing. I was actually this morning I was researching to find some new products that I wanted to put in my store, and I thought about it. I was like, it would be better if I just record the whole process and show typically what I do. One of the many strategies, but this is one of my strategies that I love to do. When I'm looking for products, so I'm looking for ideas. And one of the sources that I do like to use, I like to use Wish.com because Wish.com I'm not sure if you're familiar with it, but it's a very very big e-commerce site, and it's usually where people go to find certain things for cheaper. And it kind of gives you a good idea of a product you might want to basically it gives you a good idea on what might be successful. It doesn't work 100% of the time, but when I'm actually going to run advertisement or pay money for ads, I want to have a good idea or the best of the best idea of what might be hot. And I find Wish to be very very useful in that process. And I wanted to actually give you an example because I was prior to making this video, I did find a product that I'm interested in. I'm not sure if I'm gonna actually put ads on it, but it piqued my interest. And of course, what I like to do is I like to cross-reference it. And I'm gonna explain that to you right now. So a cool product that I found, if you look right here, is this steak branding. And when I'm actually doing product research, one of the things, the first test that I do is I think to myself would I find it interested? That's not the only test, but it's one of the things. It's definitely because what happens a lot is that sometimes when you think that it's a cool product, it might not necessarily be a cool product to to your customers. But that's my first initial test, but I don't stop there. I want to make it very very clear that I don't stop there. That's the first thing I do. I just does it pique my interest? And then so I'm looking here. It looks pretty cool. What it is, it's like a steak brander. So basically what it does, I guess you heat it up and you actually put it on the steak, and it has it'll put a design, or if you want to put some words, and it allows you to personalize a steak. So it's just people like to do cool things, the cooking niche is very popular, especially with those viral videos, the tasty videos, and those videos where they show the person with just hands and they're cooking something. They're very very popular. So it's a very popular niche right now, cooking, home and garden, that type of area. So the first thing is I saw it attracted my attention, and I wanted to get more information about it. So I see here, as I clicked it, had 1,000 people who bought this. So that tells me okay, we're getting warmer. It shows me that there's an audience that's actually interested in this, and interested in taking money out to actually buy this product. So the next process that I'll do, while I'm in Wish, is I like to look at some of the reviews. And if we come here, it says the boxes are a bit banged up. Bought two, so be cautious if it's a gift, but good quality metal parts. Um, yeah, multiple people are saying the box was a bit roughed up. So this will make me kind of want to consider another person to source from, or I'll speak to the vendor ahead of time to see if we can rectify that issue. But what seems to be consistent is that all the people actually like the product, which is very important. But I when I'm actually sourcing my product, I want to make sure that they get a quality. Even I want to make sure the box is delivered properly. There's no banged up box. I don't like that if you're looking to build a long term business. So that's something that you definitely want to look into. If you want to run a long term drop shipping business, I like to make sure everything is on point, from the delivery, the box, everything. So as you go here, the ratings seem to be pretty good. It just seems that people have a problem with the box is a bit banged up. So as we look at more ratings, specifically, it says haven't used it, but it looks awesome, looks good quality, perfect for steak lovers. Haven't used it yet. Smaller than expected. Exactly as I hoped. Haven't tried it, but it looks cool. Nice item, works very very well. So it seems very consistent that people are liking this item, and it has 4 stars out of 5, which is it's pretty good. Not the best, but it's pretty it's pretty. It seems that the vast majority of people actually like this product, right? So I'm not too interested in the store ratings, unless if I want to actually buy this product from them and drop ship it, then I'll look into that further. But when I'm just doing strictly product searching, I'm not really interested in that as much. But as we go further, what actually like to do is I actually like to cross reference it. So all in all, like this product looks pretty good. So what I like to also do is like to cross reference this product with on like other sites to make sure like just to get more of an idea if it's really really hot. So one of the sites that I do like to go to is Aliexpress.com. And Aliexpress.com is very infamous with like a lot of drop shippers. We use this a lot with drop shipping because like it provides good prices, and it's a good place to find a lot of products that you can actually like profit off of. So as we go further, what I'll do is I go to AliExpress and like I'll type in steak branding iron, and one of the things I do is like I like to go to orders, to see like where's the most orders of the most popular vendor who's actually pushing this. And when I go here, it shows that like this one is the most popular. It has 368 orders, which is pretty significant. Um, let's look at some more information because sometimes what happens is like on one site it'll be more sales than the other. So that's why I like to what I like to do is cross reference. I like to cross reference to see like to get different vendors and to see like if it's a viable product. And as we go further, I want to look at some of the feedback here to see if it's worth it. So I see a good amount of recent orders. I don't think anyone's actually drop shipping this yet. So as we go here, we're seeing like a lot of recent orders. So it's looking pretty good so far. It has 1,000 orders in Wish, and it has 368 here. However, let's try to go back. State branding. Oops. As we go back, if we add up all of these, like it's quite a few. So it's showing me that like if you add up all of these, it's showing that there can be some demand from this, especially if you market it the right way. And especially if you use the right targeting and interest, it could be like it's a pretty cool product. Um, so another thing I like to use too, along with AliExpress, is I like to use eBay. But to use eBay, of course, like I use this powerful piece of this powerful site. It's called WatchCount.com, and what WatchCount does is actually makes it easier to look at what's hot on eBay. It used to be better, like like I want to say like 2 years ago, because what they actually used to do is they actually used to show you like how many orders um like they that each person would have, or each vendor on eBay would have, but it doesn't do that anymore. It just shows you like the watching, like how many people are actually watching the product. But that's still useful though. But I prefer to have like along with the watchers to have the amount of orders. I want to know how many people actually took out the credit card and bought it, to get a better idea of like how hot it is. But when we go here, like the watches are a little bit low, you know. But again, it's something that you might want to consider, So it looks pretty good, like in AliExpress. It looks pretty good in Wish. There's 1,000 orders here. People seem to be liking it. Like both in AliExpress is getting pretty good, like votes and orders and feedback. So it shows me that when if it actually takes off and starts selling it and people start buying it, like it won't be a lot of problems and people won't want to return it, or like it won't give me negative feedback on it. So this is something I might consider. But of course, like this is only one product. I'll typically what I'll do is I'll do this process in the day, and I'll spend like hours basically, just nitpicking and finding, which one's actually the best, which one is like, which one is the closest, which one would I have the most information to like actually put my money behind. So what I would say like doing is just like basically cross-referencing between the different sites. Um, and let me just throw in one little extra bonus for you. What I actually do, another site I like to use is Wanella. I find a lot of winning products from Wanella. So I'll also cross-reference with Wanella. So let me just do it real quick and see if it would work. Hopefully it doesn't give me a whole hard time. Okay, so let's just see if we can find it in Wanella. Just to add a little bit, I just want to do a little bit more due diligence. Steak branding tool. Let's see what we see here. Okay. All right. Let's see. Okay, so what we do with Wanella is that we actually look at the saves, because the saves actually can tell you like if people are interested in it. But it seems like not much people are actually saving it on Wanella. So you know, It's not looking too good in Wanello, and it's not looking too good in eBay, but it is looking good in AliExpress and Wish. So, it's something to consider. Like, what I would do, as I said, is I would basically get a ton of products. I put it in an Excel spreadsheet and just, go through all the stats, and it'll kind of give me an idea of which product I want to put my money on. Especially, like, as I said, if you're a new e-commerce dropshipper, I'll be like very, like, conservative with the way I spend, like, my ad budget, because you don't have much money when you're starting off, or you might not have a big budget. So I would definitely watch that. So this is one of the techniques that I use. Like, I hope you enjoyed watching this video. And if you have any questions, I really want to encourage you to, like, leave me leave your comments down below, so I can respond to you, and also you'll give me more ideas on what to put out later. And I'm definitely gonna respond to every message, because, like, the channel is still relatively very, very small. So like, it's very, very easy for me to respond to everybody. So if you have a question, please don't hesitate, don't be scared, leave your message. And I want to encourage you to like, comment, and of course subscribe. And until next time, all right? Shopify tutorials. Peace.